Hello everybody, and welcome to today's update on the tropics. Today is August 28th, 2021, and Hurricane Ida is beginning to rapidly intensify. Currently, Hurricane Ida has maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour and is moving northwest at 16 miles per hour as of the 1 p.m. update Saturday. And this storm is already beginning to rapidly intensify. We have hurricane warnings posted from the central Louisiana coast through the southwestern Mississippi coast through about Gulfport, Mississippi, and then tropical storm warnings from Lake Charles, Louisiana to the Alabama-Florida border. And this is expected to become a major Category 4 hurricane right before it makes landfall 7 p.m. Tomorrow evening, about 50 miles southwest of New Orleans. Here is Ida on the infrared satellite, and you can see that an eye is developing. And there has been an eye for about the last couple of hours, and for some reason the eye is closing up for some reason. And what's going on here is there's probably an eye wall replacement cycle happening, but the eye is going to likely redevelop in the next 30 minutes to an hour. But you're looking at a very organized hurricane, and it's headed straight for southeastern Louisiana. So I'll be showing you the impacts for you guys in Louisiana because they're going to be very, very serious. Anyway, you're looking at Tropical Tidbits right here, and this is a very good site for monitoring tropical systems. And first, we need to look at the storm surge because storm surge is the #1 killer from tropical cyclones. And we're looking at a 1 to 3 foot storm surge from the Texas-Louisiana border to the southwest central Louisiana border, or south central Louisiana, and then it rapidly increases from 3 to 5 feet to 6 to 9 feet. And from south of Morgan City all the way through the Mississippi Delta, you're looking at a 10 to 15 foot storm surge. If you are, and then eastern part of the Delta, of the Mississippi Delta, 7 to 11 foot storm surge all the way up to Gulfport, 4 to 7 foot storm surge from Biloxi to the Mississippi-Alabama border, and a 2 to 4 foot storm surge from the Mississippi-Alabama border to the Alabama-Florida border, including Mobile, Alabama. So, if you are in anywhere in the 6 to 9, I would argue if you are anywhere on the Louisiana coast from south of Lake Charles all the way to Pensacola, Florida, you need to get inland and you need to evacuate. And I know that there are evacuation orders for New Orleans, but if you are in New Orleans, you gotta follow those orders because this is looking very serious, almost Katrina-like. So do not take the storm surge lightly. If you are in any of these areas, especially the 6 to 9, 10 to 15, 7 to 11, 4 to 7 foot area, get out. Like, you have to get out and go inland. Anyway, we're looking at other impacts. This is just one of the many impacts that are going to occur. Next, we're going to be looking at insane amounts of rainfall because as Ida approaches the coast, it's going to unfortunately slow down a little bit. So here's the rainfall forecast, and the light green is 1 to 2 inches, the dark green is 2 to 4 inches, the yellow is 4 to 6 inches, the orange is 6 to 10 inches, The red is 10 to 15 inches, and this pink around New Orleans is 15 to 20 inches of rain. So if you are in the boot of Louisiana, you are going to see anywhere from 10 to 20 inches of rain. New Orleans, 10 to 20 inches of rain. And along southern Mississippi, 6 to 10, even 10 to 15 inches. And as Ida moves inland, Mississippi, you're looking at 4 to 10 inches. Western Tennessee, unfortunately, the flood zone is going to probably see 4 to 6 inches. And even up to Kentucky, 6 to 10 inches is possible in some areas. So be prepared for big time flooding from Hurricane Ida. And again, if you are in the coastal areas of Alabama, Mississippi, and especially Louisiana, you need to evacuate, because you're going to be getting storm surge, you're going to be getting extreme rain, and I haven't even covered the wind yet. You're going to be getting crazy wind gusts. As I said, is expected to become a Category 4 hurricane. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that there is a 15 to 20% chance that it becomes a Category 5 hurricane, but it does not matter. Anything Category 3 and above is absolutely devastating, and you really should be taking your local evacuation orders very seriously if you are in southeastern Louisiana, central and southern Mississippi, and southwestern Alabama. So let's look at how the wind, forecasted wind gusts, because this is going to be really crazy what the GFS model is showing for wind gusts. Actually, we're going to be looking at the NAM nest, because this is better. A mesoscale model is better for picking up localized wind gusts. So here's the North American model, the mesoscale version of it, and let's look at wind gusts here. I was looking at this last night, and it was really concerning. So as we approach 7 a.m. tomorrow, there is a 133 knot wind gust off the southern Louisiana coast, and knots are less than miles per hour. So this is around 150 mile per hour wind gusts. As we progress through Sunday morning into the afternoon, 51 knot gusts in New Orleans, and right along the southern coast, you are going to be projected to see anywhere between 75 to 120 knot gusts. And as we progress and landfall around Sunday afternoon, here is Ida being projected to make landfall around 4 o'clock tomorrow in this model. New Orleans is seeing 57 knot wind gusts. Baton Rouge, 60 knot wind gusts, but just south of there, you're going to be experiencing 100 to 110 knot, which is equivalent to 120, 130 mile per hour wind gusts. You're going to be seeing hours of wind gusts, 12 to 18 hours of wind gusts of 80 knots to even up to 130 knots, which is several hours of winds of 100 plus mile per hour in a lot of southeastern Louisiana. So this is you're going to be seeing life-threatening impacts with the combination of the storm surge, the heavy rain, the slow movement, and the prolonged period of wind. So if you are anywhere in southeastern Louisiana, I am urging you, you're going to have to evacuate. And I would recommend evacuating to Texas, to Houston, to Austin, Dallas, anywhere in Texas, because the west side of the hurricane is the side with the least amount of impacts. Do not evacuate to Mississippi or even Alabama, because it's gonna be on the right side of the storm, and you're gonna be seeing a ton of, even if the winds aren't gonna be really bad, you're gonna be seeing again 6 to 10 to 15 inches of rain and a storm surge. So the best bet for locations to evacuate to would be like Little Rock, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Texas. Anyway, to keep you updated on this major Hurricane Ida, please look at the National Hurricane Center, listen to your local weather stations, look at the Weather Channel, www.weather.com, and tropicaltidbits.com. Anyway, thanks for watching this update, and you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and stay safe.